requirements are Desert Treasure, that should give you high enough magic level, Lost City, Tree Gnome Village, What Lies Below, Vampire Slayer, and then either Lunar Diplomacy or Holy Grail. Then I would recommend at least 22 plus prayer, rock cake, and some already stored Nightmare Zone points. So I would recommend smoke spells. So from 50 to 70 magic would be Smoke Burst, 71 to 99 magic Smoke Barrage. Ice spells are possible, so you'd be able to use Ice Burst at 57 magic and Ice Barrage at 78 magic. The reason why I say I would recommend smoke spells instead of the ice ones are the ice ones freeze the monsters and kind of mess up the lure sometimes. But you could try it. When I tested it, the Ice Barrage actually was a little bit better on the points, so it is more annoying, but if you get it down good, then the ice spells could be good, but they are more annoying and will take more experience. For barraging or bursting, I'd recommend basically an occult necklace. That is a must. I don't think there's any requirements on it, but definitely have an occult necklace. You want to wear the best magic attack armor you can. So I'd go Nmz, then Third Age Mage I think is the next best, then Infinity, then Mystic, and then the Exarican whatever stuff from Zaya, and then Ghostly I think after that. For your staff, you want to, it's really easy to, it makes it a lot easier if you autocast. So to autocast you will need a Master Wand, or an Ancient Staff, or an Aram's Staff. But Staff of the Dead is really good. It does give you 15% damage bonus and it saves runes. So definitely if you don't want to AFK as much and you want to get more experience, use a Staff of the Dead. Otherwise, Master Wand would be the next best, and then third best would be Ancient Staff. So for the setup of this, for the setup you want to do a Dream and do a Rumble, do customizable hard. And if you don't have a quest cape, it will be 26k. If you do, like I do on this account, it will be 16k. So you will save some money if you have someone in your party with a quest cape, or all the quests done anyway. So once you have done that, whichever party member is doing that, you're going to need 3 people. So one of the party leader will do that. If someone has a quest cape, I'd recommend them doing it. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. So the person who sets up the dream will do that, come into this area. The other 2 people should be in this area. There's my first partner and the second one right there. So then the quest leader will, or I mean the party leader will invite the other 2 people. So there we go. I have 3 people in my party, so that's what you need. The first part was the same whether you are barraging or chinning, it doesn't matter, just setting up the party like that, that's what you do every time. As for your inventory setup, if you are using absorption, you want to make sure you have a rock cake. Absorption is good for barraging or chinning, so make sure you have your rock cake. Cash you do not need, unless you have none in your coffer. If you have none in your coffer, you want to put some cash in there, so I'm just going to put all my cash in there. And so there is all my cash in there. So after that, you probably want to bring some restore potions or prayer potions. If you are, it depends on which prayer you're using. If you're chinning, you probably want to have Eagle Eye on, or Hawkeye, or whichever range prayer you can use, the best one. I would say I wouldn't recommend prayers barraging though unless you are rich, because it doesn't help that much. So after that point, you want to grab some overloads whether you are using absorption or not. So I'll go ahead and grab 16. And then if you are not using absorption, you will want to have a full inventory of prayer potions for protection prayers. If you can't use protection prayers, then you're going to have to absorption, or even if you can use protection prayers but you want to use the absorption method, you want to grab some absorption potions. So I just fill up the rest of the inventory with absorption potions. And I don't have runes with me obviously, but because I'm just showing you guys how to set it up right now. If you were going to be barraging, you'd bring some runes. If you were chinning, you'd be in chin gear setup that I showed earlier, and you would have the same, pretty much the same inventory. Yes, the same inventory. if you were chinning, and then the party leader, so the person who set up the dream, would drink the potion. Clicking accept, you want to make sure you have the right bosses. So these are the bosses I would recommend: Count Draenor, King Rold, me, Tree Spirit, and Khazard Warlord. Everything else checked off. Have the right bosses set up, everyone's ready. You want to hit accept. And the other players will get this message, enter dream 16k. So you want to do that. And then if you are absorptioning, you want to absorption to like 55 HP. You want to be above 50 HP, drink an overload. Have that get you down to whatever HP it should get you down to, but you should still be alive. And then from there, go down to 1 HP, and now you want to flick rapid heal. Like so, that will keep you at 1 HP. And this is where you want to stand if you are the AFK person. So I'm going to go ahead and stand over there on my other accounts. And I died on this one, but that's fine, it doesn't matter. So here's my other account. So you can find this spot pretty easily by these two rocks. Let me get these accounts. Okay, so you can find the spot. There's these two rocks right here, or whatever they are. I don't know. There is 5 squares in between. So you want to go to the middle one. Should be right here. So this is the middle. There should be 2 squares right there, or to the left of you, 2 squares to the right of you. Then you want to walk south 2 squares, like so. So we're both standing in the AFK spots. So I'll let my other account sit in the AFK spot, and then I'll show you the third spot where the lurer stands. I would recommend, if you're the lurer, then I would put NPC attack option to always right click. So for the lurer, you want to stand in this spot and this spot. You just want to keep running back and forth between them. When most of them are all stacked up, you can do attack, then run, attack, then run, so on, so you're not wasting any ticks. But anyway, walking back and forth like this stacks them up in the middle like that. So if you're barraging or chinning, then you just attack them, and you just keep doing that. Once they die, other ones will spawn, and you just want to keep going back and forth once new monsters walk over to you to stack them all up in the middle. And that's pretty much it. If you were one of the AFK persons, you just pretty much just sit there with auto retaliate on, and your guy will sit there and attack. I just used up 250 barrages. Let's check my experience. 142k experience an hour HP and 260k magic, and that is with Ice Barrage. With this gear setup, no prayer, 94 magic. So there is 250 smoke barrages. I'm going to go ahead and check the experience. So 273.4k magic and 147.1k HP experience, and 250 smoke barrages and 206.7k points. That is with no prayer, 94 magic, and this gear setup. So after you finish your round, you have your points and everything, and you're ready to spend them, get some points. Or you want to come over here to this chest over here every day, and you want to buy 15 herb boxes. I'm already at my limit. As you see, when you're at your limit, it says you can't buy any more of these today. Please try again tomorrow. You can buy 15 every day, which comes out to like 142.5k points or something close to that. But either way, you can only buy 15, and that's definitely what you want to buy. That is the best money. It's about 1.5 GP per point. So these 14 million points I have would come out to close to 20 mil. If you buy Pure Essence or any of these other supplies, it will take, or you will get a lot less. So definitely buy herb boxes. Smoke Burst is also a viable option to get to 99. With Smoke Burst, you're looking at about 150 to 190k experience an hour. You're looking at about 75 to 100k HP experience an hour. You're looking at about 475k to 610k points an hour, and it's much cheaper, coming in at 1 to 1.5 GP per XP, meaning 99 from like 50 is only going to cost you like 13 to 20 mil. So not too bad, especially compared to other mage training methods, which pretty much all cost a decent amount. So if you're a little bit poor, that is definitely a very good option for you. Efficiently, I think the time saved using Barrage is definitely worth it if you can do Zulrah or any other high money making method. Based on my gear that I have right here and my testing, you will be looking at about 1070 smoke barrages per hour, and that should get you about 270k XP an hour, about 885k points every hour, and that comes out to 690k loss an hour, or 2.6 GP per XP. If you use Staff of the Dead and the new, I think, amulet or bracelet or something like that that's coming out with Monkey Madness 2 in a couple weeks or maybe next week, then you're going to be looking at higher experience rates, but that is more annoying, and I can't do that on this account, which is why I did not use Staff of the Dead. So also, to get from 71 magic to 99 magic, 71 is what you can smoke barrage from with the overloads. So from 71 magic to 99 magic, you're looking at about, in the gear I'm using, you're looking at about 48.5k smoke barrages, and that should get you about 40 million points. Buying herb boxes, that should give you about 31.3 mil loss, or 2.6 GP per XP. You about 281 days to spend all your points on herb boxes. So it does take quite a while, but those are definitely the most rewarding thing to buy, so I would just buy those, or else you're going to be losing a lot more. I definitely think this is one of the best mage training methods in the game. The GP per XP isn't that much, like 31 mil loss isn't that much. If you're going to be alking common items, commonly alked items such as magic longs, U-longs, battle staffs, etc., you're going to be looking at 10 to 25 mil more loss than you are doing this method, so more. So this method saves you money over those methods. Huge benefit, or it could be a bad thing depending on your account build you're going for, is this mage training method gives you much higher HP experience to combat experience ratio. You actually get more than half, so meaning if you got 10 million magic experience, you'd get more than 5 million HP experience. So if you want an account with high HP, which is kind of what I want with this account is going to be a low prayer Darrocker. So I want high HP for this account, so this method is amazing for this account. If you want really low HP, which that is actually pretty common, you definitely don't want to do this method because this method will get you extremely high HP. So that is another thing to think about.